14, we got another one.
Hello, goodbye, as I look up to the sky, sipping from my cup while I'm trying not to cry. Demons keep on testing when I tell them not to try. I can feel the pain inside, there's nowhere that I can hide.
Chat, welcome back. I'm your host with the roast that does the most. No one else comes close. Maine, it is your boy, Zay Michael, hitting you back with another YouTube video. And today, I'm bringing y'all some more 2K news. Now, y'all already know 2K24 is around the corner. News has been dropping all week, all month long, okay? Now, right now, I'm going to be reacting to that boy All City Live. Shout out to All City. More information is coming out through the week, right? And instead of just bringing y'all the same old screenshots from Twitter, blah, 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 I'm going to be reacting to stuff. Now, I haven't seen this video, so I really don't even know what news he's talking about. I'm just assuming maybe it's things that we already touched upon, maybe it goes in a little bit more detail. And also, this video isn't that long for a news video, so we'll just go ahead and hop on it, see what he's talking about.
It's coming for NBA 2K24 to help maintain gameplay balance. This way you don't got them sweats out there ball hogging the rock, trying to go crazy and increase their badge progression. We finna get into all the details. Y'all be sure.
Okay, so let me talk about this. I don't know if I covered it. So if y'all haven't heard yet, 2K is going back. Okay, so for those that haven't heard, 2K is going back to the old style of getting badges, but they're mixing in with some other elements. So for those that remember, 2K, I think, was it 19 and 20, 21? If you were to get to level 95, you could go past that and get to 99. Now, the problem was you would never stay those overalls depending on how you played. Now, it's not like the old system. The old system was low-key bullshit, in my opinion. We don't call it what it is. But this new system is supposed to be a lot more refined and a lot more robust. But if you got teammates going into the rec and in the park, and they're only doing the things that they need to do to keep their badges and not looking out for the other teammates that's on the team, because this is a team sport, a team video game, it could be real bad. That's all I'm gonna say.
Sure to drop a like and drop a sub if you can. As you guys know, I definitely don't like to waste your time, so we finna jump right into it. We're gonna start off with this tweet from Zach Turman. He says, curious, your thoughts. What should matter more for badge progression? We'll start with rec games only. And as you guys see, the community has spoken.
Okay, I think this could go really bad, really fast, only because, let's say I got a C teammate grade, but I've been smacking everybody. I think there needs to be a middle point between wins and losses and teammate grade, because if you're winning, who really cares what the teammate grade is? There's tons of times there somebody gets carried to a win. It is what it is. I've been carried to wins. I carry other people to wins. They may not even have the best teammate grade, but at the end of the game, we don't care. We won. We on to the next game, especially if you're a main like theater player. I played tons of theater in 22 and in 23. Those were like my favorite game modes to play. It wasn't really the rec, it wasn't really park. Theater, that's why I like to run. Now, 23, I went to the rec a lot more because I'm a fan of the rec more in 23 than any other 2K. That's only because it's really the main one I take serious. So, I think it should depend on both, and maybe it should depend on the game mode. I guess we'll have to see. We'll have to see.
Heavily. It looks like we all want gameplay balance. We don't want everybody going crazy just to increase their own badge progression. And this is huge because the community said we want teammate grade to be the main criteria for increased badge.
And it's crazy because if you go back into the old 2Ks, teammate grade really mattered. When we was just playing in the regular NBA, like 2K10, 11, 12, parts of 13, That was how you got your minutes. If your teammate grade was trash, you wasn't getting no minutes. You was either the 6th or 7th man coming off the bench for at least the first 10 games. After the 10 games, then you should be starting.
Progression. As the community said, and as you guys see, 77% say that teammate grade should be that determining factor for increasing your badge progression. Zach Timmerman went on to say, currently in a rec, an A+ teammate grade can give you a 25% boost to your badge progression, but anything lower than a D+ gives you a 35% hit to your badge progression.
Okay, so I think if you go below a B-, or maybe, yeah, anything below a B- should be not even 35, not even 25% boost. It should be lower than 25. It should be like 15. So if your average teammate grade isn't even a B-, you should be getting 15 to 10% boost. It shouldn't be 25. Because if that's the case, you're just gonna reward somebody for playing mid when the mid is not even mid. The mid is actually pretty fucking decent. The regular teammate grade average in 23 was like B-. That's not that bad. That means people have gotten smarter over the years. Now there is a percentage out there, the casuals, no offense to y'all casual ass niggas, y'all shit is pretty trash. Hey, we just call it what it is. So anything above a C+, well, C+ and lower. If you're just getting C-, then shit, it's better than a D, better than a D+, I guess. Gotta get something.
So you'll lose that badge progression if you got a low teammate grade like a D+. Wins will give you a 10% boost and losses will give you a 5% hit. And to help you guys understand the math, you can get up to 35%.
That's not that bad of a percentage,
if you get
bro.
a high teammate grade and a win. But even if you guys lose out there with a high teammate grade, you're looking at something like 20% boost to your
okay, so it does. Both of them give you boost, and they both give you hits.
Minus the 5% loss hit. And I was surprised to see that even for Park players, everybody seems to be on the same page here. We want teammate grade to matter. In regards to Park, 60% of players that voted on Zach Timmerman's tweet
both
said
sides
they
of the
would like the
community
teammate grade to be the
this
main
is
criteria for badge
This is crazy. For the
because
longest
Park
time, we're all
games are
agreeing
so
on
much
something.
shorter than red games, what's considered a good teammate grade has been lowered. Zach Timmerman says high teammate grades are harder in the Park, and this is accounted for in the badge progression system. A B- is actually a solid / average grade in these games. An A+ currently gives you a 20% boost. And if you add a win to a high teammate grade, you can get up to 35%, but a loss will be minus 10% badge progression. This is definitely some huge news, and I'm happy to see the 2K community saying we just want fun back. Will 2K be able to manage these teammate grades properly? That's going to be a huge question, something to be determined soon as 2K24 releases. And on to other news in regards to the NBA 2K24 builder. I got on NBA 2K23 and tried to replicate the exact build you guys see here from the image that was released for the build for NBA 2K24, and what I found out is that the attributes are tethered very differently. I started from top to bottom trying to match the exact same numbers, and I was able to match
okay, so let's just go ahead. Let's talk about the screenshot. This same screenshot that I pulled up last video, right? Look how all of this shit is. Look at how all of the stats are set up. You don't really see any categories maxed out besides one category, the second one below that one on deep. We're talking about defense, by the way. And then you got some mid shooting, some mid physicals. Like this is wow.
Until I got to ball handle. When I got to ball handle, I realized that on NBA 2K23, I was not able to increase my ball handle to 74 without it affecting my driving layup. It seems in NBA 2K24, the tethering is quite different. As you increase your ball handle, it's not going to increase your driving layup, at least to the degree it did for NBA 2K23. I continued on down the line, and when I got to perimeter defense, that's another factor that was tethered very differently. As I increased my perimeter defensive attribute, multiple attributes started increasing as well on 2K23. Now, I'm not certain if 2K24 is just going to provide more freedom in how these attributes are tethered, but there is definitely a huge difference in which attributes are tied to each other on 2K24. In this next segment, we'll talk about some of the badges for 2K24. Spot.
Damn, bro. I don't know if we gonna be able to hit some of these builds the way we thinking we are, bro. If that's really the case, it looks like making a all around build is gonna be rare as hell, and it might be a mid ass all around build. We really going back, like back. This is crazy.
Finder. Wolf sent out this tweet saying a new off-ball badge which utilizes the get open mechanic. To use the get open mechanic, tap R2 when you are ready to cut. This will give you a small speed boost and increase the chance of a shot going in after a successful catch. Be mindful
So this is basically what Steph Curry does in real life, just on 2K steroids.
when using the get open mechanic because it will cost you an adrenaline boost bar. I don't think a lot of people in the 2K community were prepared for that to come into play losing.
Wait, hold on.
A lot of people in the 2K community. This will give you a small speed boost and increase the chance of a shot going in after a successful catch. Be mindful when using the get open mechanic because it will cost you an adrenaline boost bar. I don't think a lot of people in the 2K community were prepared for that to come into play losing an adrenaline boost bar.
Bro, this is the same thing that they did at the beginning of the game of 23, bro. It's like, okay, if defense is actually good, how am I supposed to get open without running and sprinting around the court? I don't mind using my stamina because at the end of the day, R2 is to run, I have to run. But using an entire adrenaline boost after just tapping the R2 button is kind of fucking ridiculous, bro. It's ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous as hell.
Off ball. Wolf goes on to say it is versatile and can be used in so many different situations. Corner/wing cuts, centers rolling to the basket, and sharpshooters moving around the three-point line all can utilize the get open mechanic. And I know a lot of you guys got questions, and Wolf attempted to provide some answers. He says, for clarity, you only use an adrenaline bar when you perform a get open move. That means tapping R2.
Okay, so
But
that just
sprinting
answered my question, because I was like, bro, this okay. So tap. So the get open mechanic is only gonna be useful really when you setting up plays. If you're not gonna get the ball right after you do the get open thing and you lose that adrenaline bar, you basically just lost the whole adrenaline bar for no reason, because you're probably gonna need the rest of your stamina and 2 other bars for the next set of the play for however long you got the ball. So my suggestion to y'all that's gonna use this, because I'm probably gonna use it too, because I'm an off-ball player. I don't like to have the ball in my hands. I like to rotate around the team without the ball. Do this shit smart, because if you don't, you'll be handicapping yourself. 1 bar gets you damn near to 50% energy when you shoot. You gonna be slow as hell. You gonna have to remember the slow ass jump timing. Like, all that shit is gonna come to into play. So if you do this, be smart.
around while holding down R2 will not cost you guys any adrenaline boost bars, but I could only imagine, I can hear the complaints right now of folks saying, I didn't tap it, I was holding it down. And you're still
now,
gonna
if this
lose
is a
the
problem, they're
adrenaline
gonna have
boost
to do
bar.
something
Again, I'll keep
ASAP.
my fingers crossed that 2K got this right. I think 2K should have used a different button to utilize the get open mechanic as opposed to using the turbo button, which most people are inclined to use soon as they go into any type of movement. I'm definitely curious to hear your thoughts. Y'all sound off in the comment section. In this next segment of news, Mike Wang has confirmed the animations being available off rip for NBA template builds.
Okay,
so of course, a lot of you guys have
real quick, as we coming up to the end of the video, he's talking about basically replica builds. Now in 23, you had to actually go into the builder and make some exact stats, like scientific damn near number stats, to get replica builds. Only like 2 or 3 of them were actually good. The rest of the 50 billion replica builds were all trash. So from what I've heard other YouTubers say, the replica builds this year are going to be actually really useful and kind of helpful. I don't think they'll be on the level of custom builds, because I don't think it should be, because at that point, if you got a template, you're the actual role player, versus you making a build for your specific role. If y'all out there and y'all run with a squad, you know what I'm talking about. Your homeboys, y'all call each other, hey, who's being point guard? Who's gonna be shooting guard? What kind of shoes you are you gonna make? What kind of point guard you gonna make? What kind of shit you gonna make? all that is establishing a role on the team. So if you have a replica build, just know you got that specific thing versus somebody that may has a custom build and can do maybe one or two things extra, if you catch my drift. And it also depends on what kind of replica builds they got. Because if they got one of an all-around replica builds, and you can just, bro.
Had questions saying what's to stop somebody from making a template build just to get the animations and then transfer those animations to like their main build. If you unlock animations on a template build, those animations are saved only for that build, so you're not going to be able to finesse the system.
Yeah,
but all other animations purchased will transfer through saves, just like in NBA 2K23. In the most controversial news, Chalk sent out this tweet saying, "Do with this info as you wish." But the majority of people who went to community day are terrible at the game and don't know what they're talking about. I'd advise you not to be baited.
Okay, so for those who don't know Chalk is like a 2K OG at this point. I've been knowing about Chalk since like 2K17. It's been a long time. And I haven't heard his name pop up in any 2K news recently either. I don't know if he's banned or what. I just haven't heard from him. Yeah, this is an interesting take because if y'all remember a video or two ago, and I was like, bro, why is everyone saying this is a reskin? This is why you can't listen to niggas. This is basically what I'm talking about. Sometimes when these creators go to these events, they have to say things that lead you astray from certain shit because they don't want to get tossed out the program or whatever it is. I don't blame them for that because they got to get their paperwork. I'm all about paperwork. You want the paperwork? I stay with the paperwork. With that being said, bro, we knew this already. Some of them are not that good, but because they got the charisma, they got the platform, they got the numbers, they got the subs, all of that is the main playing field. It has nothing to do with skill. Honestly, I'm not the best 2K player either, but shit, because I'm out here doing what I'm doing and I'm going to the places that I'm going, hey, skill doesn't matter when it comes to the internet, bro. Sorry.
Ooh-wee, that was pretty tough, Chalk. Does that sound like hating, or is that just Chalk?
It sounds like you hating a little bit, bro. Just a little bit.
Yeah, sound off in the comment section.
Joe Knows is not the best 2K player, but that nigga not trash. Joe Knows is not trash. You gonna call Joe Knows trash? I thought we respect Joe Knows. I thought Joe Knows was cool. Shout out to Joe. Why you gotta talk about my guy? Like, bro, come on, fam. Like, you gotta. That's hating. That's hating to the fullest. That's some hating ass shit.
Curious to hear your feedback on that tweet. We will be going live a little later on today, so y'all be sure.
Okay, I think that's the end of the video. Basically, bro, that's all the information that's probably came out today. Shay Down talking about he's played the new builder. I might drop a video on that tomorrow. But this has brought us to the end of the video, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe for more 2K news coming out all this week. It may not be tomorrow, but I'm trying to be more consistent with this news stuff. And until next time, man.